Hey everybody, I'm Eric Awney from mechanicalhub.com. I want to talk about youth in the trades today. And specifically, I've got a concept or an idea that I think actually addresses problems that we have in our trades, that we've created in our industry, that people are completely ignoring. And that's the whole idea about, I call it like flexible scheduling. Now, this is an idea or concept that is going to piss a lot of people off, business owners especially, because I think they're going to realize it's something that's needed and it's going to disrupt the industry, how they run their businesses, how we run job sites. But it goes like this. I'm going to give you a little backstory of kind of how I came up with this idea, which we talked about on our podcast, Make Trades Great Again. Check that out. It's episode 138. It's from this last week. Depending on when you watch this, I guess. Right now, it's from this last week. It goes like this. I got two boys. One is 19, Jacob, and Ethan's 21. They're two very different people. Ethan likes to get up early in the morning and go work a full, long day. He doesn't mind getting off early, that whole kind of thing. They've both worked trade jobs in the summertime, construction, landscaping, real work, like learning how to run the skid steer, running the dump truck, that kind of stuff in the dirt, working very hard, using tools. Okay, that's been their summer jobs through high school and after. They're both in college right now. They've decided that college is going to get them to where they need to be for what they want to do. One of them is seeking a job in the construction industry, actually, but with a university degree. Anyway, point being is Ethan doesn't mind getting up early. Jacob wants nothing to do with it. And this isn't laziness. This is just the way he is. This is just the way a lot of people his age are. They don't want to work at 7 a.m. I know that sounds foreign to a lot of people, and the whole concept or that whole idea seems stupid to people. I get that. Fully acknowledge that. But what's stupid really is that anybody would think that that's not okay. What's stupid is to think that our industry has to keep going the way it has just because that's the way we do it. I think we're going to have to change, and we're going to have to start with things like, hey, you don't have to work at 7 a.m. You could come in at maybe 9. Or maybe we create these positions that have some flexibility on when they start and when they stop. I don't have this all figured out. It's really just a concept in my head, this whole flexible scheduling thing. But it really addresses something I think is a key factor in what's keeping kids out of the trades. This isn't new. These whole 7 to 3:30 kind of mentality, job sites, how things have been managed for a long time, that's been around forever. That's the point, right? It's just the way we've always done it. What has been around forever too are people that just don't fit into that mold. Why don't we change the mold? We need people who are talented. We need people who are hardworking. We need people who are smart. We need people who want to do the job. And if the job kind of fits a little better into their lifestyle, then maybe, just maybe, we'll attract more people that we're just not even getting in touch with now at all. Look, I'm not saying this is going to be the way it is for sure in the future. I'm just saying people who think about this and maybe can develop a system around this, develop a management system, how they operate around something like this, I think those people are going to be more successful in recruiting younger people into their businesses. You've seen it in the tech industry. You've seen it in the offices. Maybe it's easier for them to do that. I get that. And yeah, sure, some job sites, it's hot. We need to start early for safety reasons. Not arguing that. That's not my argument. My argument is that we have built an industry that's so rigid that we wouldn't think about changing, and we wouldn't think about why that change might be needed. And this is one of the reasons, for sure. So think about that. Check out my podcast, Make Trades Great Again. It's episode 138. We talk about other topics like this. Like I've got this whole concept that I'm in love with. I admit, I think it's a thing. I think it will be a thing. I think we need to manage people differently. I think of this whole thing I call apprentice pods. Born out of a trip to Walmart, of all places. I think this concept that Walmart kind of has put together is going to change the trade industry if people pay attention to it. But anyway, check that out. I hope if you've watched this far, I really do appreciate it. I know it's just me ranting in my half-empty shop here that's not even fully built. I had to close the doors. It might be kind of dark, but I had to close the doors because the sun comes right in on my face and you couldn't see me. But anyway, if you've watched this far, I do appreciate it. Please check out my podcast. We put out a podcast episode every Tuesday and Thursday. They're relatively short, 15 to 20 minutes on Tuesdays, about 30 minutes or so on Thursdays. And we talk about how I have a co-host, Andy, and I keep saying we. You should know that. His name is Andy. He's a plumber. He owns a business with employees. I'm a plumber. I own a business with no employees, just me. And we talk about how we do with things, and not plumbing. We talk about how we get through our daily lives as business owners and how we started up, how we solve problems, things like that. I think it's interesting. It's fun for me to do, and people do tell me they like it. So anyway, if you've watched this far, leave a comment below. Give me a couple of your favorite emojis or something, so I knew that you heard this part. And also, let me know what you think of this idea after you listen to the podcast. Thanks.